the husband killed. That the husband killed. Now, which companionship is she enjoying? She's already gone. So marriage is not. Unfortunately, I'm going to disagree with you somehow. Okay. Marriage is not a necessity, from my own opinion. And why I'm saying that is because marriage is only enjoyable when you are the right person. The moment you marry the wrong person, you cannot, because of companionship. You want companionship because you know when you get old. Most of those people that are married the wrong, they don't even get to that old age. The marriage will kill them or suppress them. Unless you're married to the right person and someone that actually fulfills your destiny or purpose. As a man, as a woman, if you have someone or you a partner or somebody that is not going to fulfill anything or your purpose in life, there's no point marrying that person. You're going to be far better off saying, what about this woman that this gospel artist that the husband killed? That the husband killed. Now, which companionship is she enjoying? She's already gone. So marriage is not. Unfortunately, I'm going to disagree
Now,
with you
I
somehow.
think I'm done with that.
Marriage
Let
is
me
not
just
a
stop it
necessity,
and then we'll talk about it. We
from my
might
own
play it
opinion.
again.
And why I'm saying that is because marriage is only enjoyable when you're the right.
We might play it again, but this is what I would say. He used the lady. There was a gospel musician that I don't believe that the husband pied her. So there was no evidence that the husband pied her. But maybe the husband, the way the husband treated her, it added into what eventually led to her being gone. So I don't like the way the guy said the husband pied her. That is not a right way of stating it. But one thing that pied that woman is the same ignorant or for better, for worst. That is what pied that woman. Okay. What pied that woman is better for worst because there was so many signs for that lady to walk away. She's a top gospel musician. She's a top artist. She sing in one of the biggest church. She have a relationship with a big pastor. She was going through troubles at home, but because of religion myopic, this woman refused to move out of the house. Okay, it is not the man that pied that woman. It is religion nonsense that pied that woman. It is that mentality of I must marry by force, by fire. My husband is my head that pied that woman. So yesterday we talked about this matter. And there is no way, as important as that topic is yesterday, when I was living life yesterday, I felt like I'm leaving you guys behind because over 60 people were still watching when I decided to off it and leave. But today, I said, I am going to discuss about this. Now, when this guy talked about this and I posted it on my TikTok, I have 2 million views on it. 2 million. Let me tell you how many comments this generated to tell you this is a very important video. Sorry.
Unfortunately, I'm going to disagree.
I'm going to try to tell you.
Agree with you somehow.
I'm going to try to tell you how many comments. It has 2,400 comments. 2,400 people commented on this video on my platform. And it was like 150,000 people like it. Okay? And the topic I put there was, is marriage a necessity? Is marriage a necessity? The video generated 2-point-something million views. I posted this video in September 2024. September 9, 2024. Last year. The video was shared 17,900. The video was commented on 2014. The video was like 150,000 people liked it. Now, that is what you call viral. on the internet age. Guys, let's double tap, guys. Double tap, double tap, double tap. My conversations on my podcast like this is not something that is popular because we basically deal with topic that concerns you. But if you want to go and watch Pella, or you want to go and watch some give me TikTokers, leave this platform. There's no point wasting your time. Just leave. This platform is knowledge-based platform. Okay, it's critical thinking. If it's not cup of your tea, don't waste your data. Don't waste your time. Your time is very precious. You can spend it somewhere else. Spend it watching somebody else's life. Don't watch here, because what we discuss here is very important. It might not be a cup of tea. There's no point of hosting you down and literally you are not active. I want you, if you're on my platform, I'm not asking you to gift me without your conscience. I am asking you to like so that other people can be recommended and we can grow better platform. But if you want me to start doing gift me, lion, elephant, then tell me, we will start doing that one. But I don't think that's my calling anyway. So that's why I'm a little bit different. Now, for those of you guys on YouTube, if you want to join, I'll appreciate you. The link is there. You will join. Now, when I posted this video, it generated a lot of stuff. I couldn't answer questions on it. A lot of people DM me on it and talk about how they feel about the video. And generally, most comments are quite very, very positive. People feel like marriage is not a necessity. Now, I learned a lot of stuff from this short clip that is here now. And the speaker talked about the lady in Abuja. The lady, I don't know what's her name again, Ekweme, that sing Ekweme. That lady died in Abuja. She's sick and she passed away. A lot of people agreed. In short, the husband was arrested. The minister got involved and they arrest the husband. But arresting of the husband is not treating the problem. You understand? Nobody learned any lesson. All Nigerian people learn was that what a wicked man. Oh my God. Yeah. Wicked man. You beating your wife. Wicked man. You are the one doing this. Wicked man. Bad man, you are not good. How can you beat your wife? You are so bad. You are so bad. Did anybody force the woman to stay in the house? Did anybody force the woman to stay in the house? What forced that woman to remain in that house is the same tradition, the same religion, the same church mentality, the same custom that say you are married forever. The husband will beat this woman. On Sunday, they will go and sit in the front of the church. The woman will be ministering. Maybe that voice she's actually using to say she's crying to God. She's actually crying for help. People don't know. You know that sorrowful voice you see? She is crying for help. But nobody listened to her. And they went to Pastor Paul Eneche for counseling. And I'm sure she did not tell Pastor Paul Eneche, my husband, they beat me. Or he told Pastor Paul Eneche, Pastor Paul say, for better, for worst. The woman returned back to the house again. More beating, for better, for worst. More emotional abuse, for better, for worst. Now, if you think about it critically, waiting by that woman in that marriage, is it the man or her mentality? I told you guys yesterday, If a man raised hand on you, chase him out of the house the same night. I am telling you this thing. I'm a man. Any man that raise hand on a woman, that woman should chase the man, collect everything when that man gets. Pursue him for house. Again, any man that stay with a woman and it is getting to the point of raising your hand, carry your load, divorce, leave the marriage. You are not allowed to beat a woman. You should not do it. You are not allowed. You should not do it. You shouldn't get to that. So, when this Ekweme singer was going through her trouble, there's one thing that she carry along is her church. And every day she's doing it because her pastor or her religion have told her to stay in her marriage, in her husband's house, come what may. Come what may, don't send them now to the world beyond. How I go take look people, they say I don't divorce my husband. How I go take tell people, say me where they sing in choir, I no get husband for head again. Now by force say you must be married. And our church, they pressure these people. Our churches in Nigeria are pressuring women. How you go, they pray, say, if you are 30 in this building and you are not married, that is, you are putting pressure on our women. Some women are not meant to be married. So don't allow your church to put pressure on you. You are not less than of a human being because you are 30 or you are 40, you are not married. If na child you won't get, look for one man, we go knock you, born a child. Life no dey difficult. Don't go marry person wey go put you back into rest in peace because you dey under pressure. So, in the 21st century, is marriage a necessity? That is the question. Is it a necessity with what you have seen so far? Now, the statistics have proved it, and this is a factual statistic. In Europe, 70% marriage divorce within the first 5 years. 70%. Now, I am going to tell you something, and 50% of that 70% went their own way in a very unhappy time. They want to pie each other. Now, this is the question. If you want to go and buy a car, and you go on the review page of the vehicle, for example, you want to buy a Toyota, and you have picked your car. You say, let me go and review this Toyota. And when you get to the review page about the people that have owned that Toyota before, 70% of the people that own the Toyota say they crashed within the 5 years. And some of those crashes are so fatal that people pied. Some of those crashes of that Toyota vehicle was so bad that some people actually lost their life within that accident. Now, you are about to buy this car, and you have just read a review about the car, the history of the car. Would you buy the car? Would you buy the car? Okay, let me make it easier for us on this house. If you are traveling on a road And they say in this road, though, 70% of motor were pass into this road. There's some assault. Would you travel through that road? Or you want to carry faith? Oh, I gave faith. Jesus will save me. Oh, I will do it. What would you do? You see that we see how critical I am throwing this challenge now. The video we do here are recorded and they will rebroadcast. Would you travel that road if they tell you this road, though, if 100 vehicle pass through this road, 70 out of that 100 vehicle, some assault. Now, the statistic of marriage have proven, you can take your phone now and Google it, that in Europe and in major countries, 70% of marriage divorce within the first 5 years of the 10 years. Now you're about to get married now. Now you've read all this statistic. Now tell me why you are going into that marriage. You have to ask yourself why you are doing it in the first place. And if at the end of the day, your answer is yes, I am going into it, then it's fine. But if your answer is quite clear within your heart, and the reason why you are doing it is because your friends, your fiancés' friends, they have got married, your friends have got married, you are not married, and it's a taboo to live with a woman you are not married to. My brother, you are in a wahala. You can live with somebody legitimately, make babies with this person, make baby with your partner without putting any contract on it. And sometimes relationship actually work better when there is no formal contract written. I am not a relationship advisor because we started a topic yesterday and I'm just sharing. I went to school, and one of the advantages of going to school is that you have universal knowledge of basic topic. And when you add your analytical mindset on topic like that, you are able to come up with explainable content. That is what I am doing. I am not a marriage advisor, and this blog is not about to turn into a marriage advisor. What I am doing is this: we dive into the topic yesterday, and I wanted to complete it today. Sometime you have a partner, a girlfriend, a fiance, girlfriend for 5 years. People, I've seen a lot of people that have been together, especially white people, they've been together with a woman for 5 years, 6 years. They live together, they have a happy life, and then boom, they go and get married. Immediately they got married, the first 3 years of their marriage, they separate in a very anguish time. But these people has been together for almost 7 years without any contract, and they were fighting, they were settling each other, they were living. Immediately, the government put a sign on it. When the fight that normally happen in the house, and you guys will just talk over it and everybody will have peace, when that fight happen, somebody is thinking about divorce. But when there was no contract, you're not thinking about anything. You're not thinking about divorcing. You're not thinking about doing anything. You're just like, okay, my boyfriend is angry today. We will sort it out. Yes. Experience, they make person counselor. Yes. And I've got a privilege to see a lot of stuff, and I read a lot of books, and I watch a lot of stuff, and I also experience a lot of stuff in my life. And when I talk like that, I want to welcome our brother. Official, you can come in, man. Let's talk this thing because it's very important. Because your knowledge is undisputable. Let me invite Official. If you are free, join me, brother. So, in the churches, in our religious community, they are putting pressure on our people. The idea of for better life do us apart, it is bad. The idea of putting pressure on our women that they must get married for them to be fulfilled is bad for our society. The idea of making men feel like they are incomplete if they don't have a wife is also bad. And the idea of the church telling a man and a woman, you must not touch her until you get married to her, is also very bad as well. Because those are the things that is added into all of the pressures. So if you are actually looking at what is going on at the moment, it is becoming obvious that in the next 50 years, there won't be church in Nigeria. Nobody will go to church in Nigeria. I am telling you this thing now. The church is going into extinction. The truth have come. The age of awakening is here. People are beginning to drop that knowledge, that ideas. And that is why you see all of the pastors in Africa are misbehaving. It's because they know the truth. They are in their last lap. They are in their last lap of deceiving the people. Europe have overcome that. The whole of Europe have overcome that mindset. Nobody in Europe is going to church. Take it to the world. Nobody in Europe is going to church. Nobody in Europe is deciding their life on church. So that is number one, because that has a lot to do with religion as well, with the mindset that people get. Now, we are seeing a lot of people will tell you, oh, maybe when I'm in church, I want to have a family. I want to live. If it's good for you, it's good for you. I am not just recommending it. I am actually telling you, if that's what you want to do, you should do it. But you need to ask yourself a very important question. Good evening, Mr. Terry. Official, are you there? Okay, official mic is off.
I'm here. I went to buy mosquito coil. There's no light.
Mosquito coil. I've never had that.
Yeah, so
mosquito coil.
Mosquito can't kill me for this thing. They just took the light, so I had to go and buy it too because I can't deal with mosquitoes. I beg.
Please go buy it too. Mosquito coil. That I don't remember the last time.
I don't buy them. Hey, mosquito in this area. Etiosa has they get mosquito where?
Etiosa in Lekki now.
Yeah. Yes, the mosquito in the gym.
Their mosquito carry belly.
Yeah, you get muscle.
Okay, let me allow you to get home then. I am still going on with my topic. When you get home, settle down and join me.
Yeah, I'll get to where I can talk. I'll let you know.
All right, brother. Yes, they say it still exists too. Does that still exist? Mosquito coil still exists actually. So this topic that I discussed today is, you don't understand how important this topic is. I know a lot of people don't really see the vital part of what we are talking today.
I think I can talk here. I can talk here. Yes.
So go ahead, because you see where
Okay, so
how I introduce the topic and all the area that I covered.
yes.
I also play that this is marriage and necessity video.
Yeah. So let me just start from where you said you're not a marriage counselor
Yes.
and whatever. Yes, of course you are not, but you know that the people that are knowledgeable about to talk about things like this are people that have seen things, not necessarily have to be people that experience it personally.
Yes.
But you have seen a couple of stories from other people. Do you understand?
Yes.
Which of course I know that you have your own personal experience too. Do you know?
Yes.
Imagine your close friend that you spoke about yesterday. That was a very, very horrible story. That story was horrible, you know. So you have the sole ability to speak to people and make them understand how it's going on when it comes to a topic as this. So you are not you can actually be, you understand. So
Thank you.
moving forward, you see this whole marriage thing, homo. Sometimes I just look at these things and do you know that I just look at this thing and I like is it actually necessary? You understand? Is this thing necessary? Can we just be partners? Can we just have children? Can we just live our lives?
Yes.
Can we just, can we just say, okay, both of us can have children together, we are good to go, and you understand, we can share responsibility, all of that. It is when this marriage thing, like you said, this certificate thing comes in, that is where you see problem in marriage. Like you said, when you have a boy, like you said, sorry, when you have a boyfriend and a girlfriend, they are all good, they are doing well, they are going out, they are dating, doing loving, and about, like you said, there's no documents that has made them to, you understand, everything goes right. Even their fights, they go abuse themselves. This one we go pack out, you go see packing again. After they go settle. Those kind of people, you cannot even settle their matter, because before you know, you see them tomorrow, they don't kiss.
Mm-hmm.
They don't start their love back. Do you understand? And the fact is that they find way to settle themselves
without going to the court.
They find ways. I'm telling you, they find ways to settle themselves. If they want to tuka, let me use Yoruba here. Yoruba, when you want to scatter, it's tuka in Yoruba. If you want to tuka,
then go still
if they want to scatter,
then go still chook.
They go scatter. Everybody will go their way. But if they want to settle, they will settle. They will not need any third party. They will not need to go to the court. They will not need to do anything. They will not need to do anything extra for them to settle. But immediately this documenting gets across both partners, that is when you go say, you come house late. You not chop food today. You hang out with your friends. You not call me follow body. You do this, you do that. You did this, you do that. Do you understand? Like, well, how were they managing when they were boyfriend and girlfriend? How were they managing their issues? So, see, we can run away from this topic, but it is a topic that we should be talking about. It's a topic that younger ones coming, they should listen. And I mean, like you said when the Ekweme matter happened, that lady of Ekweme, whatever, when that matter happened, everybody spoke about it. They talked about it, and everybody has moved on. If not be say seriously, if not be saying now where you mention that woman, say me say don't forget about that woman. Everybody has moved on. We are facing our present issues. That is how
and
this life
there's
is.
no lesson that is learned in the church, because you have to understand the church have a lot of influence on our people. Which lesson does the pastor learn? And like, if the marriage
personally
got to a level where beating has started taking place, is the pastor supposed to dissolve that marriage immediately?
Personally, I learned some lesson. Personally, I learned some lesson in that brouhaha. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, generally, did they learn any lesson from what happened? Did even the church too? Did they learn any lesson in that woman case?
Can you share with me what lesson you learned, especially the experience of that woman? Because we never heard from the woman. It was after she passed away that people that have knowledge of experience with the husband, they started coming out to talk that the husband was maltreating her, the husband was beating her, and all those kind of things, right? So we never heard from her. We never hear, including the pastor Paul Eneche, never say anything that he actually knew firsthand. But the people close to her, her family member, they know that she was going through a lot of depression and beating her home from the husband, as well, maltreatment from the husband. What lesson do you learn?
Okay, right. I even got information that I'm sorry to say, I'm not apologizing anyway.
No, there's no need to apologize. It's an open conversation.
This same pastor did not attend the burial of that woman.
Pastor Paul Eneche.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how true it is. Anybody can come up and correct me if it's a lie or it's true. But I was told that this same pastor did not attend a burial. Like it was representative that they sent to attend the burial. What lesson did I learn from? What lesson did I learn? That it's just simple. The lesson I learned is just simple. Could you please just live your life? That is the lesson I learned. Absolutely. Please live your life.
And stop following pastor.
Live your life. I'm telling you, live your life. Know yourself and live your life. Know yourself and live your life. Because when the time when they give, see, you were not this. You didn't think of when you open your eyes in this world and you started knowing yourself like I am a somebody. You did not get, there was no previous whatever somewhere that you were living before you open your eyes here.
You have no knowledge of where you are before.
So why is it that you want to carry this word in your head? Do you understand? And make people, or make outside influence, people that do not know your origin, they do not know how you been in your life, how you even open your eyes to the world, how you came, and they will not be influencing your life. It was a religion influence. It was a religion influence. She will have moved out of the house for a very long time, but she stayed. And why did she stay? She stayed because she thought she knew, not she thought, she knew that they will still tell her to go back to the husband's house. They will still call both of them and settle their issues. They will tell them that no problem, don't worry, it will not beat you again. Just go. You people, you cannot divorce. You cannot do this. They will tell them and they will settle the problem. They will settle the problem in court. They will now go back to their house. It will continue again. The woman will not come out. She will not know how to come and meet them again. My husband, not they beat me back. You don't do this. So she will not come and do. In short, in this matter, she never said anything because she knew the position she was holding in the church. You see, she knew how respected she was in the choir.
You see what we talk about yesterday when Mr. Wells, I hope Mr. Wells will join us this evening as well. When Mr. Wells was talking about the perfect couple, as soon as they go to UK, they divorce, right? As soon as they get to UK, they begin to have a problem. and we dwell on that yesterday, that the reason for that is this: they were perfect in Nigeria because that system allow it for them. Their community church allow it, that a man is the head of the family. But immediately you get to the UK, you are no longer the head of the family. You are heading nothing in this country. You're literally heading nothing in this country. You're the head of
But
yourself.
they don't forget that the people now, if they bring that Bible, can't give them. Why their own different? Why their own lifestyle different? Do you understand? Their own lifestyle different. They will do one thing and they'll put one thing and be doing another thing. A marriage that is okay, that was doing fine in Nigeria, if they have issues, they will know how to settle it. But immediately they cross the border, they will change totally.
But as I said yesterday, the marriage was not doing fine. They were pretending, no.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
It was not like the marriage in Nigeria was doing fine.
Was good.
Do you think if a Kweme and the husband is in the UK, that lady and the husband is in the UK, it will happen? It will not happen.
She'll probably voice out in the UK.
Not probably. The guy will not try it.
They will not try it.
Because the problem is in the UK, it's not necessary that the woman will have to report. Anybody can report.
Exactly.
I can report now. I can report that this man is beating his wife.
Yes.
And then once the police come, they will check things and they will interview them individually. And the chances that that woman will talk what really happened is 100%, almost like 85%.
Of course.
Especially if she needs help, if she knows that she wants to be free. But in Nigeria, the man is the head of the family, so the man can beat you and still knock you in the night. So
there is where I'm even heading to. Okay, finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm listening.
Go ahead.
Okay, there's where I'm even heading to in this my submission. There's where I'm heading to. So, like you asked the question, what have I learned? You understand? So there's somewhere I'm actually heading to.
Yes.
And the way I'm heading to in this whole matter is that do we even now say that everybody has moved on after the whole brouhaha? Everybody have moved on. This is how people will move on. If you go and put yourself in a situation whereby and anything happens to you tomorrow or today, you buy and you go, people will move on. So instead of you putting yourself in that position, why don't you live your life and have your peace? Why don't you live your life and have your peace? The people that have commented, the one that have said, the husband did not do well, the husband did blah, 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 blah. Everybody have moved on. Even the family have moved on. The religion have moved on. The church has moved on. In short, once in a while, they will just remember in the church. All of them have moved on. The pastor have moved on.
The pastor wouldn't like
now,
to
but
even, they won't even like to sing his song again in the church self.
The person in that situation is the body don't even rotting. Maybe now only bone there good there now. Do you understand? So that is what I've learned. So that is what I've learned. As like everybody have moved on, then the person in the position now where the person is no more. So that's how life is. If everybody understands that you are meant to make yourself happy first. You are meant to make yourself happy, irrespective of religion, outside influence, or anything. You are meant to make yourself happy. If everybody understood that, they will do the things that is more important to them. Like you always say in this platform, you said, if you find a woman is supposed to be a compliment in your life. It's not supposed to be the necessity or the one that will come and take the central attraction away from your life.
And you try to take her own central attraction from her. So there's going to be a chaos.
Exactly. Like some men, they will say, my wife will not work. Oh, you understand? I can't allow my wife to work. Oh, you understand? You don't want your wife to work so that your wife will not have her own life.
And
you understand?
And some men, they leave. Like we are in the UK now. You will go out, men go out on the weekend with their friends, and once in a while their wife want to go out. Then you have a problem with it because you say, why will my wife go out? But you go out as well. If your wife want to go out with her friends to go and have a dinner, to go and socialize, you should allow it. But in Nigeria, it is impossible. It's unconceivable for your wife to say they want to go out. You will say, where are you going?
I don't understand. That's why do you understand now? Mm-hmm. Like you're trying. I see what you're trying to do there. You're trying to balance it like you always do.
Yeah, I have to balance
that is it. that is it. The men want to have fun. They want to have fun with their friends. They want to go out. They don't. You know. Some people, they will get married and they will make sure that their wife does not have any friends again in their life. They will take they will make sure they scatter their friends. And women too, they do that too. Yes, they do that. I have a friend to.
When women do that, when women do that, you have to run away. I'm telling you, it is part of the possessive nature.
See, Mr. Ben, I get one friend. We don't be friends for how many years? Oh, this girl. This woman, man, not call her girl. You cannot be like her, disrespect her. This woman, we married now. She was never in the picture. She was never in the picture. When we were grooving, when we were doing the boys and the rest, she was never in the picture. Then you now came into the picture. All you could do is to scatter friendship. Who does that? Since the time that this thing happened, this situation happened, I have not seen this, my friend, with my eyes. It's going over 2.5, maybe 2+ years now, or even maybe 3 years. I can't remember, but let me, if I don't exaggerate too much, maybe 2 years plus. Now I've not seen him with my kuro eyes. I go in house now he invites me. I did my house, JJ. My friend say, I come. Is it New Year? It was a New Year or was it Christmas? I can't remember. I think it was like I should come to the house, and they are going to whatever, blah 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 blah. But they didn't mean stay in my house, so he called me. I follow and go in house. When I got to when we now finally went to have his haircut. Yeah, we went to have his haircut. After waiting and the rest, we now went to the house together. As we just enter compound. This woman never let my friend enter house. The next thing, where you go? This, that, kiriko, where you go? I'm like, I was so embarrassed. I'm like, it's not the same woman where I know. Person when me say I carry my own transport fare, go their place, go follow them, do their wedding. My own transport fare. I went there ahead of time, so that I could help the guy with 1 or 2 things before they do the main thing. You understand? We were like families. And that situation now, let me come back to the situation. Now, she was starting like, where you go? She was saying, anyway, I enter the seat. I enter their sitting room. I noticed she was just filming. She was just going over, and I'm like, what is going on? I was not trying to like, what is I called her because it's somebody I do talk with. You understand? Mm-hmm. Remember I said that I went to their wedding, so we are like somebody I know when she came into the picture. So it's not like, you understand. So I was trying to talk to her. If you see the way she shunned me, like I was so embarrassed. Did you know that I started pressing my phone? I have to tell a friend to call me. I went to WhatsApp. I told a friend to call me so that I can use. I do as if
so that you can quickly discharge.
Exactly. So the call was not coming through. The moment I wanted it, I just formed like I wanted to make a call. I just formed it. I just went. I put my bag. So my friend knew. When I came outside, I was like, where are you going to? I said, I want to go and pick something outside. He said, where you go now? Funny enough, my friend's younger brother was around. Then the lady's younger sister was around. So 2 of them came outside. They were like, where you go now? Where you go now? I said, I'm going. That was how I left the house that day. My friend was not calling me. He was calling me. I didn't pick his call. He was calling me because it was when I was already in the bus. When I not told him that, Omo, me, I don't go. And I say, me, I not vex. Me, I not mind the wife. Do you know that since that time, till I know 2 years plus, I've not seen him. Now tell me, if somebody like me, I'm seeing this kind of things, you think I will be interested in getting married? Why should I want to get married? Why should I?
When I say this, when I express opinion like that, people think we are against because our marriage is spoiled. We don't want other people to get married. Please go marry, or please, please. I'll come to chop jollof rice. So, Moscow, good evening.
Good evening.
Moscow, how you doing? You see, say I wanted to continue where we stopped yesterday.
Okay. How's everything, Ben?
We thank God, my brother.
All right. I heard what you and what is it called? Official something. Yes. I heard what you especially the one of marriages now that they're breaking UK here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to chip in something.
Go ahead, sir.
You see, this marriage of 18 that is happening here in the UK, I can tell you most of those marriages are just all these young boys that are from like 2000 to 2021. People that are not like matured enough to go into marriage.
Mm.
If you see like people that have been into marriage like 15 years, have like 4 kids before coming down here. The guy has a good job. The wife also have something doing before coming to Nigeria. You see that when they come over here, you see how united they are. You see how they plan their family. But mostly, some of these people coming down here now, you will see the guy don't have anything doing. And again, it depends on where both of them met. The guy is not a stable guy in life. The girl is not stable. You know, the guy still want to flex. The boy still want to flex. You check it, their kids may be like 2 years and 4 years. You see them there because UK is giving people visa to come over. That is why they now come over here. Most of them don't have plan that this is what we want to do in the next 5 years. This is what we want to do in the next 10 years. Because of the opportunity is available for them to travel. That is why they travel. Tell me now, if you see like somebody that is working in a bank, earning a very good money, or the husband is also working, it's very difficult where you see them come here. You hear that the marriage has broken. It's very difficult. Very, very difficult. And I can still tell you there is some tribe, which I don't want to be, that once they get here, that is gone. They are even looking for another venue to travel at. Then a man now help them and travel.
That is Yoruba. Now Yoruba. There's no ditch. Don't measure them. Now Yoruba. Okay. Yoruba, when they enter here, now divorce straight away.
Thank you very much.
Me, I know I go talk him. I know what I'm talking. I'll say it.
Because in their mind, see, when they love, like you just mentioned their name now, they love for 2 things: to have children and what they will gain. If that thing that they are expecting is not coming up, the marriage is gone. Sorry to say this, if it's an Igbo man, all this marriage is happening here. If it's like 30, I can tell you it's only 3 that is Igbo man that thing happened. And it will be that a marry from this tribe that we just made mention now.
No, I know at least 3 Igbo marriage. One of the marriage where the guy married from, the guy told me, if then they laugh inside the wife's compound, then go to hear them inside their home. The woman showed the guy like this.
It depends where.
I say like, show him like this. So I know statistically, The western part of Nigeria, when they get to the UK, they divorce quickly because they don't mind to live single life and be doing ashoke and be selling clothing than the Igbo. The Igbos are more like tradition because Igbos, they don't believe in divorce and they hardly marry 2 wives. Okay?
Yes.
People don't hardly marry, they hardly marry 2 wives. But there's a lot of abuse in Igbo's marriage. I am going to be very honest. When I talk like this because I got to be honest. There's a lot of abuse inside the marriage. When I mean abuse, emotional abuse, where the power is one-sided. The power is in the hand of the man most of the time. And in some of those marriage, when they are divorcing or when they are separating, it is always very radical because the woman will go to extreme end to make sure she retaliates in the most dubious way. I have witnessed it in this country. But overall, the western part of Nigeria divorced more in the UK. There was a time even the police were advising them. We're in the London, we are telling them in Peckham and be doing community intervention for women to allow their husband to stay. Because when the husband stay at home, the chances that the children will be straight is there.
Who's calling me?
Yes, I heard about that.
Yes, you heard about it. There was a time police was intervening.
Yes. That was like 4 or 5 months ago now.
Yeah, police was intervening literally because they are not intervening because they want the marriage to stay. They are intervening. They want the man to stay at home because when the man stay at home, the children have a little bit of chance of not joining the gangs and all those kind of things.
Yeah, and Mr. Ben, like you see now, this we are saying now is because I saw what you wrote down before, this marriage of 21st century, something like that.
I say, is marriage necessary into 21st century?
Yeah, it's very important. It depends on the training.
Okay.
It depends the family background.
Okay.
You don't expect a guy that is clubbing every time. He met a lady at the club. And then they travel down to UK here. You try to stop the guy from going to club, or you try to stop the guy from going to club. So it's very important to watch the family, to watch the background before you get married. It's very, very important, especially when you meet someone that 2 of you can flow very well. Someone that has a good background. Let me just finish, bro. Let me just finish.
Okay.
From bad, you must see good, no matter what. In the mix of bad, you must see good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, bro, why I said that is important. You don't expect, like now, Mr. Ben, as we are now, you know that you plan your life very well and you want to get married. You start looking for somebody that you know that this person is not somebody that 2 of us will fly together.
Mm-hmm.
What will happen again is that maybe because of all these rough things, the girl now happen to like have baby for you. You see, some guy will even tell you, even if you have baby for me, we are not moving together. So it's very important when you meet somebody. There is good people. When you meet somebody that is good to go, you don't need 2 persons to tell you that this person is good to go. Somebody that have foresight, know what is looking for. Because someone marriage, like they break up, does not mean that all the whole marriage is like that.
Okay, but do you know the statistic that says 70% of marriage break within the first 5 years to 10 years? And it's a factual, especially
did you know,
in the
Did you know why this is happening now?
Yes.
Because of the home training is very poor. Parents are no longer training children the way they do in 90s. Parents did not know their responsibilities anymore. At the age of 14, 13 years, you see some mothers now, discussing about their daughter boyfriend. In 90s, when you are like 19, 20 years, you can't even open mouth and say hello to a girl.
Okay, now do you now understand where I say in 21st century now is marriage now necessary?
You have to be careful. You will see someone that you both of you are good to go. It's very important.
But I said, you see what I say now?
Yes.
I said, is it necessary? Like when we talk about 90s or all those days that we are training, I don't believe I will not use the marriage of my parent to define today or marriage of anybody in 90s to define today, because today is a different ballgame completely. The technology, the freedom, the education, and so many things has added. Now, before Moscow, if you have a child, you know, you can tell that child you are going to be an engineer, and that child will say, yes, I will study engineer because my father say I should go and study engineer. Do you think it is possible now to look at your child and say you are going to study medicine? They go agree.
No father will tell his children or his own child. So that it will. Let me just put it in this way, Mr. Ben. No father will mislead his children.
No, I'm asking before.
Yes, because
father can ask their child, say you are going to be an architecture in Nigeria. So somebody say you be a doctor, you be a lawyer. Yes.
Because the father had all it takes to train that child in that very particular
Even
field.
now, you still have what it takes. Now, do you think with all what you have to train the child, you can tell any child now to go and study doctor, to go and study what they don't want to study, and they will do it?
If you know that the child, as a father, that child is not capable of doing that, don't push that child there. But when you see that the child is capable of doing it, then the child will go through.
But you know, in this country right now, or even in Nigeria now, fathers have no right to choose education for their child anymore. It's very hard. It's impossible.
Yes, I know.
Obi Kubana now, as rich as he is, he cannot tell his son, I want you to be a doctor. The son have to make up his mind he want to be a doctor.
But Mr. Beno, do you think that decision is wrong?
To mandate somebody to be something that they don't want to be?
Yes.
No, it is not wrong. But that's why I say in 21st century, it's no longer affordable. Not just affordable, it's no longer recommended. It's not acceptable anymore. The children will not even take it.
Why? I want to add.
Why? Because we are in the time of information and knowledge awareness. They know what they want in their life. Look at Davido. Davido father, does he want him to be a musician?
It's something that I don't know about.
No, his father never wanted him to be a musician. When they brought Davido from Atlanta, they brought Davido because of stubbornness. And they believed that Davido will come and study in Nigeria. But Davido turned out to start hiding, jumping, because he wanted to sing.
All right.
That was what he wanted.
Okay, Mr. Ben, let me put it in this way. Did you know now that giving them that freedom is what leads to this question now that you are asking? If marriage is necessary in this 21st century, because of that decision that is not favorable to them, that leads to all these questions all these things that we are discussing now. Because when you're a child, you tell a child, you see the child future, you know what is good in doing. You tell them, oh, my son, you are very good in mathematics, for example. You said, okay, I would like you to further more in this, your mathematics, because you're perfect on it. The child will not tell you no. That I want to be maybe I want to be let me say a musician, for instance. And you will see the child struggling and struggling and struggling in that music industry. Before you know what is happening, start smoking. Before you know what is happening, start clubbing, doing things that will not help.
But Davido is clubbing and smoking now.
Before you know what is happening again, the child have been a beast.
But Davido is smoking and in front of his father now.
Did you know why he's doing that?
Why?
Because Davido now, through his music lifestyle, he has become a celebrity. Did you know a lot of Nigerians that want to become a musician, but at the end they turn up being crazy in the street because they smoke, they do every nonsense. I know somebody that have dropped out from school that they want to be a musician.
Okay, hold on there, Mos. Official, what do you think about what Mos is saying?
Okay, so Moscow, first and foremost, you did not want to support that child. That's the reason why that child would be a problem for you. When I mean a problem, is that child is not going to listen to you because you don't want to support that child. Because you told that child that yes, you are good in mathematics, and that child told you that no, daddy, I want to be a musician. And you said, because you say you've told me that you want to be a musician, I'm not going to support you. I'm going to put my hands off anything that has to do with you. Then that child is going to be a rebel. Do you understand? That's how they react when it comes to situation like this. Because you have said that, no, I want you to be a mathematician or whatever. And that child said, no, daddy, I want to be a musician. And he said, no, I'm not going to support you if you want to be a musician. Then that child is going to be a rebel. And that child is going to struggle because his own father does not want to support him because of what he wants to do. There's nothing wrong in being a musician. There's nothing wrong in a child saying that this is what I want to be.
Bro, did you know there is... They have that. See, Moscow, children, there's a certain particular age a child will get to. They are able and comfortable can make decisions for themselves. Decision to his life.
Let me give you an instance.
Did you know that some children make decisions because they are still in
I understand.
By emotion.
I understand.
Not what is in them.
I understand.
That's why you guide them. You are guiding them.
Let me give you
what is in your child before you decide for your child.
Moscow, let me give you an example. This is just like, it may not be related, but I think it's related. Let me just give you one simple example. I was so protective about my niece. I was like,
I will still give you an example too.
No problem. No. You can't go there alone. We have to go with you. She was like, I can go there myself now. Do you know that one day this girl, she came all the way from her boarding school. She came home by herself. When the mother saw her, the mother was like, what? When they told me, I shouted, like, she was like, I'm not a big girl now. I can come home myself. Do you know that we are still looking at her in the eye that, no, we have to go with you. Do you understand? A child will get, no, see, let me tell you what happened then. When she wanted to go and pick something at school, because there was a document that she was supposed to pick some document in her boarding school before she didn't do it before she came that time. So she wanted to go, like, my mother was like, you have to go with her. Oh. I said, I'll go with her. And then she was like, no, I will go alone. I will go the way I came. This, that. I kept saying that, I'll go with you. She was frowning her face and the rest. At the end of the day, I just like, well, let us give her a chance. Let her go herself so that even when I'm going with her, she's not going to frown for me. Say why they follow her. Do you understand? So we now left her. She went alone that day.
Hold on, guys. Let me bring Abubakar. Come on, please. Good evening.
So let me just finish what I'm on. And she came back. We just gave her that opportunity. That's like let us just trust her. And everything went well. That is how children, you have to trust them in a certain, they'll get to a certain age, you have to just leave them and trust them and just be a guide.
We are going to leave the children part now, because what I want to discuss, let's go back to our drawing board. We directed to the kids part, but I must say again, before Abubakar speak, I have lived my life in the UK. And I am going to be, and my mission is to basically share what I know. In this country, Moscow, you don't have a right to command your kid to do what you have in mind. Your dream, you cannot pass it over to your child. Again, I said it. Otedola is the richest, one of the richest person in Nigeria. DJ Kope, who's supposed to be a board member in Otedola Oil, is singing up and down, doing DJ. Did you see the father reject it?
No.
Okay. Abubakar, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. How are you today?
I'm very good. Did you have a time to see what we are discussing, the topic we have on the board?
Yes, I understood you're talking about children, right?
Yes.
Right, to choose the courses or what they want to become in life, right?
Yes, I put it,
No.
I say is marriage a necessity in the,
Yes, it was just a digression.
in the 21st century. Then we digress to the children part, where Moscow is raising a point that the kids, we can control them and tell them what to study, but I believe that we can influence them, but we can't really tell them, you go and do this architecture. And then he agreed that we can't do that, but is it right? I say it's not right, but we cannot sell our dream to our own children.
Okay.
Yes. So what?
Okay, let me start talking about the children. Well, to me, what I believe is very straightforward. Your dream is your dream, and your kid's dream is his own dream.
Absolutely.
You cannot force your dream on your children. Let me give a good example. In nowadays, everything is computerized, and we deal with a lot of things that are computer ideas, right?
Mm-hmm.
If today you are above 40 and you think the best courses were medicine and surgery, the lawyer and the rest, you can see in this technology of nowadays, someone who is a software engineer making millions of naira while you cannot even make it in medical doctors.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just giving an example.
You
The last 20
right,
years,
yeah.
no one knew all this. So if a child comes, what you are going to see to look into it is that as long as what is doing is genuine, is legit, and is paying, you just approve and motivate the person to do whatever he wishes to do. That's what I believe.
Absolutely.
Because one thing that is certain, if they don't have the willingness, the commitment, they end up becoming the worst of it, and they'll put the blame on you, saying, when I was young, this is not what I wanted to become. You forced me into it. That is the result most of the time. Let me give a good example happened in our family. My younger brother wants to study another courses, but my dad sent him to go and study medicine and surgery in outside abroad. He did it, but when he came back, he ended up becoming a businessman. So now, what do you say about the medicine and surgery? He had his degree. He did well. It was excellent. The results is here. He even started working in some of the hospital, but he just realized this is not his dream. He has to pack it all and then go deep into business, and he's doing well in the business. And no one can force him to say, okay, this is hospital, go and work. Now, you see, all the effort, the resources, and the energy put there were all wasted. It's just a waste of time. He's not even willing to practice it. He's not. When you tell you, just look at you as I say, oh boy, how much did they pay for doctor? Do you know how much I make in a month? He'll just look at you and laugh. And there's something you can do. This is a good example. I guess the aim of him becoming a doctor is defeated.
Mr. Ben, no, hold on before Mr. Ben coming. Mr. Abubakar, I got what you're saying. Very nice. But as a father or as a parent, I think when your child is coming up, growing up, you as a father will know that this is where my child. Official, the noise coming out from your this thing is so much, please.
Okay. Sorry.
You as a father will know that this is the area where my child is perfect.
Okay.
Like what you just said now, that your father asked your brother to do medical and surgery stuff.
Yes.
First, your father could have, first of all, look onto your brother very well to check what your brother is good on.
Okay.
That your father decided that very one on his own, not to the interest of your brother.
Okay.
Before you will push a child now, okay, you go and study biochemistry. First of all, check if that child is good in that biochemistry. When
Can
your
I
child is
respond to
growing up as a
Can I
parent,
respond to what you just said?
you
Can I
will
respond
know
to it?
that this my child is very good in this. Before you
Try,
even say
try
it,
to.
before you
Yes,
even say
Moscow,
it, your
try
child will
to.
even
Try,
be admiring such a thing
try to
before you
understand.
even say it.
Moscow, hold on.
Try,
You want to
try
respond
to
to what you
understand
say?
something.
All right.
You see, let me respond to you. He was a science student. And as far as
Please,
science
after the
concerned, when
response,
you are
can we go
clearly,
back to our main topic, please?
All right. All right.
yes, 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 we can. You know, when a science student have all S in his white, including maths, English, biology, physics, and chemistry, he's a good student to become a medical doctor. That is also fact. And he was good in all the courses. So believing, you know, we are not saying when he went there, he did not perform well. He performed excellently. Even when he was brought back to Nigeria, hospital were claiming him. They want to drag him to their hospital. They are fighting because he was very good at it. But then he doesn't see it as his own way of living.
Hmm.
He sees it as, you know, yes, I have respected, I have obeyed, and I followed your instruction, but this is not my dream, and that is my dream. His dream was business, and he's doing well in business. What he has been earning in his business now, even the directors in his field could not get what he's getting. Let me give you a very good, clear vision. You'll understand. If I wish when he went there he couldn't make it, maybe he was not good at the course. Then I will now subject it to what you have said. But he was excellent. He did well. He was one of the first 5 most brilliant, even in their field down there in that university. He was excellent. Even when he came in practical, even those that are here for over 20 years working, he is correcting them here in Nigeria. He was perfect. But the problem is his mindset wasn't there.
Your
That's why
father did
he
not see it coming first.
Pardon?
Your father did not see it coming.
Moscow.
No,
You see what you said.
yours did not
That
come
his
in.
mindset is not there.
Moscow.
What? Okay,
We-
Mr.
Moscow.
Ben,
We are
one
from
day, just
Nigeria.
call your child.
We are from
Sit your
Nigeria.
child down.
Let me
Yes.
tell you, we are from Nigeria, right?
Yes.
In Nigeria, every man have idea of what career they want their children to have. It's like a family pride. I have a doctor, I have a lawyer, I have an engineer.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Hold on, please. Let
That's how
me
it should
talk.
be.
Let me speak. Let me speak, please. I have a doctor, I have a lawyer, I have an engineer. Nobody want to have a reggae master. Okay? Nobody want to have a reggae master in the family. But the reggae master could be the one you think you want to make a doctor. It is part of the. I grew up in Igbo land. In Igbo land, you will see a family. They are proud that the one of their son is a reverend father. Do you think that some of the children they send to reverend father house want to be a reverend father? It is the pride of the family that they have a reverend father in their family. But those things are changing. My own son went to one of the best grammar school in the UK. Then he wanted to go to study. Then he told me, Papa, I want to study engineering. And they wanted to go to Germany and study. We went to the school in Germany. Fantastic school. Beautiful school in Munich. So I was happy. At least I'm going to have an engineer. Before the GCSE in the school, I went to parent meeting. My son told me he want to now study environmental science. And that was the first time I am actually buying the. And I said, why? He said, Papa, that's what I want to do because I'm a science student. I want to do environmental science. I said, where is the school? There's a school in Germany. There's one in about 3 of them in the UK. And the top 5 in Europe is actually in the UK. So we pick one of it. I supported him 100%. You understand? Why do I want him to be an engineer? It could have been a pride for me. I could have been telling him my son is an engineer, but he wants to be an environmental science, which is a future job opportunity. This is the direction the world is going to. I never chose it for him. So when I went to final meeting with the school told me he has chose well, and he's doing very well now. He's in first year now. He's doing very well. So what am I trying to say is this: we cannot choose for our children our dream. We have to support them. If they want to be a footballer, enhance it. If they want to be a musician, buy instrument for them. Be the first person to buy their first recording studio, mini recording studio for them. If they want to be a chef, make them a chef. The problem Nigeria have today where we don't have the skills is because everybody want to graduate by force. Some people are not meant to be a graduate. Some people are meant to be a furniture, the best in it. After secondary school, technical college, then they are come out, then they become the best in it. But today, we don't have skills. I presented a video yesterday on my platform where I was talking about skills. What I wanted to compare, I wasn't trying to compare our building. I'm deviating a little bit. I'll come back to that. I wasn't trying to say Nigeria don't have big building. I say we don't have skilled tradesmen, people that work with craft, that are good at what they do. If you call a plumber will do a clean job. Plumber that went to school, that learn how to connect pipe from 1 to Z. You understand? I talk about that. I also talk about the builders, tilers. I have a building in Nigeria. When I see tilers, sometimes I'm angry because they don't tile it well. They are not structures. Those are the courses that are supposed to be learned in technical college. They didn't. They learn it on the street. That's why if you go to Nigeria, you are driving in Abuja now, you will see one park on a field. You will see somebody doing furniture there and be displaying it. You understand? They learn it on the street. But what am I trying to say?
Go back.
Hello?
Yeah, we have digressed. So
Yeah, I'm changing now. I'm going back. I just wanted to clarify that so that we should not force our children to do unnecessary things. We close that part. Now, Abubakar, we put out there, we said, is marriage necessary in 21st century? And I play a video and I also explained, because yesterday we had a fantastic conversation around the marriage that are separating in Europe. We're talking about majorly in Europe. Nigeria marriage cannot be compared in Europe. That is why when they travel down to Europe, within the first 1 year, they have a problem because the culture they are bringing in is not acceptable here. And once they go here, the man will be like, no, I don't accept this. And then the marriage will spoil. So do you guys think marriage is necessary in the 21st century? Most could have said it is a necessary thing because it's good. Then I also explained in my first open statement, I said, statistics in Europe prove that 70% of marriage in Europe divorce, separated within the first 5 years of 10 years. Now, if you want to go and buy a car and somebody tell you this car have 70% of buying you, of knocking out, would you buy that car? Open floor. Mr. Abubakar, do you think marriage is a necessary thing that we should sustain?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Ben. And I'm happy to be a member of this discussion. Well, the issue I have is you have already limited the discussion to Europe issue. I wish it could have just be a general issue.
No,
because
put it. Let's open it up to general,
okay.
please.
Okay, so thank you very much. I guess what I understood is that we have two time frame between male and female. Mm-hmm. Women have biological clock. Men have financial clock. This is what majority of us couldn't understand. Mm-hmm. You see, women have a certain age that they go into menopause, which is a red flag to them. Whenever you date a woman, you know, she's calculating, I'm aging by this age, I may not even going to deliver by this age, you know, this is biological clock. As far as woman is mature, as far as woman is so adult. But for man maturity, it comes financially. Men, if you marry a female today, it comes along with a lot of responsibilities. It doesn't just come, yes, do you do, I do, and you bring her home. I just sit beside and to see things will work for you. It doesn't work this way. Financial clock is that, are you doing well? Do I have a house or an apartment? What do you earn? Maybe salary or your job part-time work, but what you earn, is it much for it to take care of yourself and that of your wife? You know, all these things are related to the man. That's why I say men time is financial clock. Women time frame is biological clock. But the problem we have, majority of us, we go and fall into love without understanding. And if you ask today, if you call these women that are divorced, sit with them, the kind of dream they want their man to have, the man is not even there financially.
Mhm.
So how do you work a marriage to work when a woman, what she says, is having Versace, having the best of the meal, best of the clothes, best of the shoes, best of the wigs, best of the cars, and the rest. While you in your part, you are even struggling to earn a living. You are struggling. Maybe the woman had to even come together for it to even sustain her. In the first 1, 2, 3 months is, the love is there, the bond is there, the connection is there. But after you must have get used to each other, the fantasies, the romantics, and the rest will fade away.
Mm-hmm.
And there were times your wife is more of a sister. Even the romance and the connection is no more there. What keeps you together is the bond of the marriage. Nothing more. How beautiful your wife could be if you will be with her in a home for 90 days. My brother is a story. Another person will see her that beautiful, but not you. Definitely not you. But the bond of marriage,
mm-hmm.
it's not the love. That desire, that desire that keeps awakening, that sexual feelings and the rest will automatically fade away. Or it is automatic. Maybe you may be faithful, yeah. Yes, you'll maintain your relationship, yeah. But it has been something that you've been together for that long period of time. So nothing new to you, especially women. When they get that satisfaction of yes, they are with you and you are with them, they come up with a new thing. Maybe things that maybe they say, no, we can manage together, we will live together with the resources we have. But when they realize these responsibilities are yours, not specifically theirs, the case changes. That is where all these divorces come. Majority of the divorce, if you sit down and look into it, you will understand are all financial issues. But
it is majority of it is financial issue.
Thank you. So, but for the men to accept this, for them to correct themselves from the previous mistake that other made, no, they couldn't. They always say, no, because of the feelings you have, the love you have, you think if she goes, you cannot get someone, of your choice or, and then after the marriage, things changes. The more you understand, as a man, your time frame of love or marriage is financial clock. You have saved yourself from disgrace.
Wow.
Women are naturally, their time frame is biological clock. So that's the answer I can get. Thank you.
The great answer. We have who do we have there? Moscow, do you still have something to say? AIT Tapa.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Before I start saying about the child, do you remember I told you that if someone is doing very well in Nigeria, you and your husband is doing very well, especially the man, you are doing very well. Coming down to UK, yes, see, divorce is very difficult. Do you remember I said something like that? Because you can't be like
you say something like that, and you actually even emphasize on that. Yeah, you did.
Yes, because now when you see them coming over here, somebody that has nothing in Nigeria coming over here, you see now that it's now division of labor. You hustle for yourself, I hustle for myself. The girl, I've seen how much that is earning every month, earning exactly what the man is earning. Do you think, and the man like, I don't want to spend my money on this man. This man like, this money is so much that I will continue spending on this particular just for a marriage. Do you think that marriage will stand? No. But if they have been doing this, they have enough in Nigeria, they've been managing very well. Bro, once they come over here, you see them flourishing. You see them selling. But you don't expect someone that they gave money to travel. Before they
So-
travel here, the guy have going to places to borrow money.
What about
And you come over here now, you want to control the girl.
what about compatibility? If they're not compatible and they now discover the reason why they were actually together in Nigeria was because the man was the provider, because the provider makes her to keep quiet, because the man buy the car, the man service the car, the man do the work. So when they get to the UK, the lady will take a night shift, the man will take a day shift. The man take a night shift, the lady take a day shift. And then the man is no longer much responsible for 100% bill that he used to responsible for in Nigeria. Do you think that is a reason why the woman will start disrespecting some of the order that she normally obey before?
No, but it contributes. Did you know why it contributes? Because the girl has started making her own money. Not just making her own money. They have seen the dividends of being alone, the benefit of being alone, what she will achieve.
That is true.
If it's in back home, you see that the lady has no opportunity or the access of what she has over here. You see them being humble back home, where life is more difficult and dangerous. But once they shift here, move down to this very place, you see them gaining access to a lot of things, the value for their husband. Majority of them that they are not like compatible when they are coming from Nigeria. You see them telling the man, I don't think we are good to go anymore.
So
because he can provide for herself here, anything he wants.
Do you recommend anybody bringing their wife to the UK then?
It depends how they are living back home, Mr. Ben. Not those ones that are struggling to survive. The girl, they will fight at night. They will tell you hold the man trouser, you hold this one. You expect them that when they come here, things will change. No, that is when it will get worse. If they are doing well in Nigeria, sir, when they come over here, you see them progressing. But not when they want to come over here, before they will get the money, they will see the other side of life. At the end of it, you see them ending up here in getting the voice here in UK.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Official, can you round it up, please? 11:30, man must go. 11:20.
Yeah, Mr. Ben, before everybody will go.
Okay.
Oh, good evening, sir. AIT, go ahead.
Good evening.
I showed on.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, hold on. Let's the last person that joined
Okay.
talk.
Yeah, the topic you're talking about is a very sensitive and very important topic.
Mm.
We need to let our young ones know, because the generation we have these days, our fathers and our great-grandfather did not live the life we are living now.
They didn't, no.
Back home, a lot of people go into marriage because of reasons best known to them. Now we see it because it's not compatible or compatible. All this one, I don't really believe on it, because if you go into marriages that are happening these days, everybody have a motive. So that the man have a motive before marrying the woman.
Everybody's coming with a
or the
mission.
woman have exactly. When that mission is not fulfilled, there's a problem.
But
That's the number one. There is a problem. Once that mission can sustain itself for like 1 year, 2 years, after the next 3 years, that thing is not there anymore. You can't feel that thing. There's a problem.
the truth will come out.
The truth will come out. Then number two, once that kind of thing is happening and they now move over to the Western world where the woman have the upper hand, the man is in trouble. So the marriage is going to break. Everybody's going to find their way. Because our system does not encourage broken home. But the system in the Western world encourages it. So the woman will now say, oh, I've gone into a place that I have an upper hand. That is what the woman will say, my friend, I don't think we are compatible. Find your way. Let me find my way. But when they're back home, she will either remain there or endure. So even the system here does not even encourage. I think they encourage broken homes. That's why you see single parents everywhere.
They're living everywhere.
They're living everywhere. It doesn't encourage at all. So the younger one should learn a lesson and go for love, whether the man has money, whether he doesn't have money. For me, I don't really believe in money. Whether I have or don't have, peace of mind is the most important thing. Once you are compatible with a person, you have peace of mind, whether there's money, just, man, this is going to get better, definitely. In as far as you hustle, you do the right thing, you'll be okay. Whether you are back home or back here. But 90% of marriages are broken because of all this motive. Everybody wants to wear Gucci, everybody wants to wear. Those are just mere material things.
Wow, that's the wisdom
It's high time we learn a lot of things. It's high time we throw away all these material things and just, because I look at our forefathers. My mom get married to my dad. My mom never knew my dad. They just carried her and said, "This is your husband." And they lived till they were old. Nothing happened. Can you do that these days?
No way. That was when marriage.
Even the one I say, even the one you see each other every blessed day, there's problem.
Thank
so anyway,
you. Thank you.
I rest my case with that.
Thank you. Official end date. Time to go home.
Official is off.
Official is off. Or you ended Moscow because I'm done.
All right. Mr. Ben, you see what this my friend just said now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I made mention of marriages of 90s before this present 2000. I mentioned the training given to us and training given to children. You know, that is when we come up with this children stuff.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. The most important thing that this, my friend, just said now is that thing you are believing in, going into that marriage, when it's not coming out, that marriage will not hold.
Absolutely.
A lot of them put some things down. This is what I would gain through this marriage. This is especially, ladies. And you expect a lady to come and suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer. At the end of it, nothing is coming out. And you now suddenly, the lady now come over to this very place. Do you think it will continue? That is when we start remembering the whole things, the whole suffering that happened back home. And you expect him to stay in that marriage, to continue like that?
He can't.
That's justice. I have seen it that even if I still move on with this man, the thing remains the same. If I go on my own, that will even make it better for me. Like those people you made mention, their lifetime is flazing time. You can't keep them, you can't subdue them from what they want to do. That tribe that you made mention. And if a lady is doing such life in back home, she come over here, you want to stop her as a husband. Ben, that is number one problem. The marriage, that brings the end of the marriage. What you know that she's doing very well back home, then you now brought her down to UK here, you want to stop her. Do you think that will work? When they have her friends, they will call her, we have this place we are going tomorrow. We have this place we are doing. And you know they like party. And you want to stop that party. You are stopping the marriage. Thank you very much. That is what I want to say.
Thank you so much, guys. And good night from here.
All right. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, Pa.